Hello, welcome back to my channel. So what I'm actually doing today is I'm going to be making me some ready-made tags, and I'm going to show you how I do it. And the reason for me doing this is it's going to challenge me a little bit more, and because mostly when I do my pages I tend to use the same colors on my tags as I do on my pages. And this way it'll force me to add other colors in as well that are in the same color family roughly. But what I have done is I've left the back sides the cream color, so that way I can at least paint them over with either black or one of the colors from the page in case it's not already in this. But all I do, it's really simple, is I take one of my sheets of 80-pound cardstock that is 8.5 by 11 inches long, and then I'm going to bring over, I have this box that I use for spraying in because the Tim Holtz flat box or whatever is not big enough for a page this size. I'm just going to put it in there, and since I've already got some warms, I'm actually going to go in with my cools, and the colors I'm going to use are Lemon Zest, Island Parrot, and Calypso Teal. To get started, I'm just going to spray my page down with a good covering of just the water. Get it nice and saturated. And then I'm actually going to start with my Lemon Zest, and I'm going to give it mostly this color, I believe. And I always wipe off my nibs. Okay. And this is where I'm going to go in with the Calypso Teal, because yellow and blue will make green. And then I'm going to go in with my Island Parrot, just to add that color in as well. Oh, looks like I need to go in with a bit more of the teal. All right. I'm going to take another sheet of my cardstock here, and I'm just going to lay it right on top as gently as I can and try to make it as level as I can, or even, I guess, is what I'm trying to say, without getting it all over me. Okay. I'm going to grab my paper towel because I know there's a lot of extra along the edges here, and I'm just going to soak it up a bit in hopes to not cover my fingers with it. Okay, and pick it up. Oh, there's so much extra. Gonna clean up some. And then I'm going to set this aside for a second to dry. I like that little design. Give it a minute to set there. Alright. Kind of dab it up. Now I'm actually going to take the large Suit You Sir stencil. Just lay it right on top. Go in with my water, give it a spritz in. Really good one. And then I'm going to peel this off instantly. Using my kitchen roll, just kind of wipe the back off because it looks like it's got ink all over. Okay, wipe it down really good. Excuse me. All right, and I'm going to take my kitchen roll and I'm just going to roll it right on top to soak up some of that. Now, if I would have taken and dried, oh my goodness, my ink before I did that, I would have gotten pristine images, like you would have seen them way better, but that's not what I wanted. I wanted it to be a blur. That's why I just took that stencil, and it gives it a different look, and I'll show you because I'll dry the other one and we'll do that one the same way. I'll show you the difference. Alright, so I went ahead and took my heat gun to this one to show you the difference and what they'll look like. So bring my stencil back over, place it down. I'm going to give it a spritz in. Did I get it all? I think I did, maybe. Let's do the middle just in case. Okay. Okay, pick this up, dry it off. And then I will just roll over it. Okay. Move this aside. And I'm going to dry over it one more time so you can see the difference faster. Alright, so here are the two differences. As you can see, this one here is kind of fuzzy and it gives it a whole different unique look. And then this one right here is cleaner lines. You can really see it in the darker spots more so than the lighter. So this one I dried before I put my stencil over and sprayed it, and then this one I did it right afterwards. I like both looks and it gives two completely different looks, so we're gonna go with it. And the next thing I'm gonna do is I am going to go in with some, let's see, do I want to add, let's take some white, and I'm just going to make splatters all over both of them just to give them that much more decoration or whatever. But my white is acting really weird, so I don't know if it's going to work out the way that I want it to or not. And then I think to add a little bit more, I want to go in and let's do I'm just gonna go in with a few of the Balmy Night splatters. Not too many. Actually, no. You know what? Let's go ahead and use my Calypso Teal, the same blue that I put on. But I don't want to put too many. Alright, so now I'm going to set this one aside and work on this one. In order for me to get tags out of this and to make them like, you know, your standard smaller tags, I guess, I'll end up getting 6 total. But how I do it is I'm just going to grab my little cutting thingamajig. I still don't know what this thing is called. And putting it in horizontally like this on the long side, I am going to make my first cut at 4.5 inches. Oy. Set that aside and do the exact same thing. Cut it right at 4.5 inches again. Set this aside for later use. Alright. And then I am going to, cutting the opposite way now, I'm going to go in and cut at 2 3/8 inches. Maybe I'll do it this way, because I kind of like that little edge there. Do it again at 2 3/8 inches. And one more time. Alright, and do the same thing with this one. And just set these aside. You can make little borders or other little things out of them. Now, I am just going to bring my tag pieces over. So now these should be 2 3/8 inches by 4.5 inches tall. And you should have 6 of them. And then I'm just going to go in and dog ear them. And what I mean by dog ear is I'm just going to cut the corners to make them look like a tag. Alright, and then lastly, I'm going to go in and I'm going to doodle borders around the outside of them. And that is it, guys. It's that simple. Because I like more writing space for my tags, I don't put a whole lot of like pretty decorations or whatnot on. If I do, I might use a couple little random leaves or flowers or whatnot in the corner, or a top piece to make it a pull tag or whatever. But I like to use these most especially in the single pages of the dialogue, so that way I have more space for journaling. That's why I just leave them simple. However, for you, you can go in there and you could actually collage them or whatever, make them super cute, and have pre-made tags to, you know, even leave the backs as a journaling spot and decorate the fronts. And here's the ones that I made earlier. I did use a stamp, and instead of doing the stencil, I just put the stamp on, and let me see if it'll show up very well. It may not. I went in with my water brush with just water in, and kind of went in the middle of the leaves, let it soak it up, and then dabbed it off. So yeah, I kind of played it safe when going with greens and blues for one set, and then, you know, the oranges and the pinks for the other, because I did want them to at least coordinate with the pages. My intentions are, if I'm not much mistaken, I have 12 here, and I have 2 other pages that I used, obviously, because for one set of 6, or sorry, it takes 2 sheets if you don't want to waste a whole bunch of ink. And so I think I'll have 24 tags to utilize, and I'm going to try my best to use them all in my upcoming journal, so that way they don't go to waste. And like I said, this way I have ready-made tags. I'll just go in and color over the back, whether it be in black or it be in one of the main colors from the page that I'm doing, and that way it'll coordinate and still match. I guess coordinate's the same word. So I hope that this gives you guys some inspiration to make some tags for yourself, because I mean, I love the Tim Holtz tags, I really do, as well as the Dylusions. I usually use the Tim Holtz number 5 tags, which are roughly this size. I don't think they're exactly this size, if I'm not much mistaken. They're 4 and, let me grab them, I think they're 4 3/8 by 2 3/8. Oh, sorry, 4 3/4 by 2 3/8. So they're actually a little bit longer. But one thing that I noticed with the Tim Holtz, or with all tags, I guess, for the most part, they have that little hole up here, and sometimes that's a hindrance to me. So I decided I'm just going to start making some and using them, and this way I have them ready made, and I can just grab one and stick it in wherever I need it to go. Again, hopefully this gives you some inspiration for you guys, so you can make your own tags and have some ready-made things, especially on those days when you don't have a whole lot of time, or if you're just not feeling very creative, kind of like I have been. I have been in a pure block, and I know that's because of everything else that's been going on in life. To where I haven't even made a page in my journal at all. I'm got to get myself back into it. I'm just slowly doing different things to bring my creativeness back up, I guess. But so if you like the video, please give it a like. I thank you so very much for watching, and until the next time, I hope you stay safe, stay warm, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.